Hi, I'm Kirsten,
And I'm Troy.
and we work in real estate together, but that's not why we're here to talk to you today.
No, this isn't really a real estate video, right? This is us talking about who we are.
Yes.
So we both come into real estate having done things for a long time. Personally, I came out of working at Intel for 29 years in sales and marketing. And
Yeah, I actually have had a state job for like almost 30 years. It was my first job out of college. And for most of the time I've been in real estate, I have also worked full time. However, I'm excited to share that I did retire last year, and it's so great to be able to do this full time now.
so we don't really look at this as a sales job. It's really just because we like working with people. It is kind of our follow-on career, even though Kirsten's been in real estate for years. 5 years ago, we kind of discussed, hey, maybe Troy, you should get your license, and we can kind of fold things in as we look at kind of what our next phase in life looks like. And it really has been a great fit. It's something we really love to do, spending time with people, making friends.
Yeah, and I think for the two of us, it's been an opportunity to bounce ideas off each other, understand how we can serve people better and have fun with it. And most importantly, make sure our clients have fun, because that's been one of, I think, our biggest goals as realtors, is to make what can be a very stressful process fun. And it's not an easy task all the time, but we try really hard because that's important to us. We want this to be a really positive experience for anyone that we work with.
It's a fine balance. It's a huge moment in folks' lives, right? When they're buying and selling a home. Doesn't happen very often. Most people aren't doing this all the time. So this is big. And that's where we come in, almost like therapists or counselors in a way. I mean, I joke, but it's us saying, here's how the process is going to work, and kind of talking you through it, making sure that we have really high levels of communication. We're professional. Well, Kirsten's professional and I'm semi-professional in my style, but she keeps us aligned. And by going through the process, we can talk through it and help make sure that we're understanding what our clients are looking for.
And I think you and I bring a really unique dynamic to a transaction. And I say that for a couple of reasons. First of all, I have had my license for 25 years. So I have had a lot of experience buying and selling homes through many different markets, doing resale, doing investment properties for people. I actually did property management for a while. I've helped people purchase from new home builders.
Right.
However, you only having had your license for a few years now, I think you bring a great perspective as well, because I know the way I like to do things, and I've always done things, and you do question the process, which is great. And I think that combination of a lot of experience and also a lot of questioning, are we doing this the best way we can, really helps enhance the experience.
Sure.
Not to mention that we, make each other laugh.
Exactly.
Sometimes we frustrate each other, just like any couple
It's good
working
banter.
together. Yes, it is. And it's kind of become a part of, not a part, it's a full piece of our lifestyle now. There's very rare that we have a conversation that doesn't somehow include real estate, but in the very best way.
Yeah, we're
because
not boring
we love it
like
so
that.
much.
We're not just let's talk about real estate. It's more like let's talk about what our friends are doing, what we're going to do next. Kind of like, ooh, this is an interesting challenge for this family, and wow, I really feel for them. And let's give them a call and just see how it's going.
Right. If we're hearing about things in the market, we get information from different areas, but hey, I'm hearing this. What are you hearing? He hears something that's different. And then we can talk about it and try to understand why there are variations and what are the actual nuances, and really trying to get to the core of what's happening in the market and also with the people we work with.
And sure, I haven't been in real estate for a gajillion years like some people, but I have been working with people in sales.
Yes.
And a lot of what we do is just building relationships with not just our client, but then also the other agents that we're working with to help the transaction. So it's quickly building those relationships, quickly reading the room and understanding what's needed, how can we make the process go smoothly, how can we get the best deal for our clients, and help everything just flow nice and easy. So it's
Right.
kind of the art that we bring.
And also with my background working for the state, I actually spent quite a bit of time in both training along with human resources and also just overall administration. And so those experiences, first of all, training is actually quite a bit like helping a brand new client, because there is a lot of coaching and mentoring that goes
so
with
true.
someone, right, that has never
Yeah.
bought a home before or sold a home. You know, maybe they inherited something and they're trying to figure things out. So really being able to keep things at the level of the people we're working with and not wanting them to feel embarrassed or uncomfortable because they don't know the process. Like we
Right.
understand that we see that that's our role, is to help people that are new to this and make them feel very comfortable along the way. And then my HR background I use to make sure Troy stays on track.
My accountability partner.
Yes, absolutely. I performance manage him
Yes,
when
yes.
needed. You know, very important piece
We
of
all
this
know
as
how that
well.
goes.
Yes.
But our relationship and
Mhm.
what we bring to the table has also attracted not just our real estate clients, but also other agents
Yes.
and people that want to get into becoming agents
Right.
and or want to come work with us just for
Mhm.
fun. I
Mhm.
mean, it's because it's a good time because we're
Yes.
fun. But I joke about it, but seriously, you've become now a mentor for EXP.
Yes.
So helping to train new agents. So it's both your expertise in delivering the process of buying and selling homes, as well as how to build relationships and just be cool. And that's what we find is a lot of our clients ultimately we end up with kind of long-term friends. Somebody that would just give us a call and we go hang out and have a beer and chat it up and see what's going on. We have a long list of vendors and people that we work with in the real estate world, painters and gardeners and repair folks, kitchen upgrades, all these kind of things, that we're able to then share,
Right.
when they have things they need help on their
Right.
next house.
Yes, both, during a transaction and also after the transaction. Like we are definitely the types of agents that want to have a continuing relationship with you. You are never a past client to us.
Right.
You're always a friend to us, and we always want to help our friends.
Yeah.
I want to touch on something you mentioned earlier. You kind of made a joke about me being the accountability partner, but actually I gladly own that role. With the background that I have with the state work, one thing I really leaned into was organization. And I do have a lot of structure around the processes that I do and kind of how we keep our business on track, how we organize things. And I see your great value is being the one who's really great at engaging, helping people kind of come together, especially in negotiations, understanding the win-win out of things. And so, which is your sales background. Sure. Also.
Touching on the people that want to partner and not just a team that's going to push a transaction through.
Right. Yes. We're working towards the best possible outcome for everyone.
Right. So we're really a good fit for people that want kind of a calm, communicative, friendly kind of partnership approach.
Yes.
And not just a salesperson.
Right.
So
should we talk a little bit about, if you were going to call us out to list your home, what would that look like, that first appointment, just real high level?
Sure.
Maybe just talk to people about what do we do when we show up at your house?
Well, first, we set some time up. We come out and look at your house so that we can get a feel for, any upgrades that you've done or just the general condition. Now, it's not judgy general condition.
Right.
We see plenty of stuff, but it's just so that we understand kind of where you're at. And sometimes you're like, this is it, here it is, let's sell it. And it's fine. Like, let's do that. And then that gives us an opportunity then to quickly go visit some of the other homes that are currently on the market and really together and really come up with a kind of a feel like this is what shoppers are going to see. They're going to see home A and home B and home C, and then they're going to come to your house. And then this is how our pricing structure or what we suggest so that you fit in with what's going on in the market. Not just what Zillow says. It's a data point, but it isn't the data point. And not what your neighbor's house sold for 2 years ago. right? The market may be up, the market may be down. This is what's happening right now.
Right.
So that's where we start. And then maybe a list of like, it, depending on if we need to sell next month or we're thinking of selling in 6 months.
Right. Or even a couple of years, we're happy to come out and just kind of talk about, because a lot of times people will call us and say, hey, I'm thinking about making some updates to my house, but I'm going to be selling in a couple of years. Are these worth it knowing I'm going to sell?
So we can tailor our response to whether it's okay, let's take the, we're going to schedule photos and stuff, or maybe it's paint this room, start to, think about some updates, start packing, we have other videos to talk about that, how to prepare, but, and kind of getting that down and then talking about next steps.
Right. And we want you to see us as collaborators. We are here, even if you are the people thinking 2 to 3 years or more out, but want to know what you can do now. Like, we want to help you. We do have vendors that can help you right now too. We want to start building that collaboration and partnership with you now, so that by the time you are ready to sell, you feel very confident in the process.
And hopefully you would get the feel from us in that visit, if not right now, that we're not here trying to build an empire. We're not trying to be the largest, production agents in our region. We're trying to build relationships with people. So you call us and say, hey, we're thinking about this. We're not coming in saying, you should sell right now. This is the best time to sell. Well, we might say it's the good time to sell, but it's the best time to sell is when you're ready to sell.
Yes, absolutely.
Or buy, or whatever stage that you're in. So we're here to kind of talk through the process, build a longer term relationship with you, just be an asset and an advocate and a partner.
Right.
So we're not looking to turn and burn and get you to sign some papers and move forward.
Right. Yes. And so let's talk a little bit about the buyers now. You mentioned buyers just a minute ago.
Yeah, buyers are fun.
Yes. We love hanging out with buyers.
Yeah. In fact, we have a beer appointment with a buyer this afternoon. Brand new buyer. We haven't even met yet. So we're going to meet with her, and she's talked with some of our lending partners and has a kind of a rough idea of what she wants to spend. And we're going to hear more about kind of what her goals are, timeline, and also, so that she has an area that she wants to live in, but then we have some other proposed things based on her budget, that there's these other options. You could get more, in another area potentially, but so we just need to learn. And then it's, all right, then the fun part, let's get in the car and let's go see some houses. We won't do that today, but it'll be maybe even tomorrow we can schedule a few showings and just get out. And sometimes it just gets the juices flowing. It's like, oop, don't like that. I really like this. This is fun.
Right. And I think what makes us unique is that for most showings, we are both there. And we're both there for a couple of reasons. A, we really actually love each other and we like to spend time together. But also because we strongly believe that we both add value to a showing appointment. We have different perspectives. We see different things. We can relate to buyers a little bit differently too. So we can also, just how we both engage with the buyers is a little bit different. And we really think that both perspectives really add to the appointment.
Totally agree.
So,
and in a pinch, less desirable, but if our schedule was tight and you wanted to go see something, or we had a transaction going on, or we were doing a inspection, one of us, since we've both been to most things, one of us can kind of step in and just take care of this, show a couple houses today because the other one is busy.
Right.
Instead of saying, no, we're not available.
Right.
This is where we get the best of both worlds, where there's two of us. Instead of working with one agent, you got to fit into their entire schedule. We can divide and conquer when needed.
Right.
That would that's the phase 2.
Yes.
Phase 1 is we're both be there. We're going to try and always both be there and be on all the calls and all the visits and, all the, lunch meetings and things. But in a pinch, we can divide and conquer.
Right. And what do we want for you out of this experience? We want you to feel that you had the very best real estate transaction and gained amazing friends out of the process as well.
Yeah, I think so. So if that feels like something you're looking for, reach out to us.
Give us a call, send us an email. We're happy to set up time with you. Troy's mentioned beer a couple times. We also love to meet for coffee or
Yes.
lunch. And of course, could always do a phone call if that's the easiest thing for you to do to get started. We
super
just love to
flexible.
talk to you. Yes.